fresh air forgotten weapon in fight. For one GP, the very thought of people keeping windows tight shut makes his head explode with anger. And a leading engineer says he embarrasses his family in restaurants by going around trying to bring in fresh air. They are part of a growing band of medics and experts worried about how the coronavirus can accumulate in stuffy rooms. And with people gathering indoors in the winter months, they say the authorities need to emphasize the importance of outside air. According to the GP, Alair Hughes, who runs a surgery in North Wales, the government slogan hands, space, face doesn't go far enough. It appears on the lectern used by Boris Johnson in Downing Street briefings, which gives it massive prominence. But Dr. Hughes, who has become known as Dr. Fresh Air for his campaigning on the issue, believes it should say hands, space, face, replace. He says replacing stale air in a room with fresh air from outside can massively reduce the chances of people becoming infected. Dr. Hughes says the new message has attracted attention around the world. The other is being hit by droplets produced when someone nearby coughs or sneezes, that led first to the 2 meters rule for social distancing and later to face coverings. But the possibility of a third route of transmission, through tiny virus particles known as aerosols lingering in the air, is now widely accepted as well. In the past few days, the US authorities have gone further by saying that inhalation of droplets and aerosols is thought to be the main way the virus spreads. And faced with that risk, hand washing, social distancing and mask wearing are no guarantee of defense. He is a Royal Academy of Engineering professor at Cambridge University, but that doesn't stop him from trying to wrench open windows that have been painted shut or haven't been maintained for years. According to Dr. Fitzgerald, the research shows that bringing in a good supply of fresh air to dilute and disperse the virus can cut the risk of infection by 70 to 80%. He supports the messaging on hand washing, social distancing and face coverings, but says fresh air is always the fourth on the list or often not there at all. My concern is that winter cold hasn't hit us round the face yet, but already this season means people are indoors and windows are usually shut. Dr. Fitzgerald points to recent research in a restaurant in South Korea which highlighted how far the virus can spread indoors. Even though all three were only in the same room for a matter of minutes, that was long enough for the air conditioning to drive the virus over those long distances. Aerosols can travel many meters once they're airborne, Dr. Fitzgerald says. Dr. Fitzgerald says it is not about throwing every window open wide all day, but making sure there's enough of a crack to let in fresh air. Dr. Hughes says airing rooms for a few minutes several times a day won't lose much heat but will keep people safer.